Hermit Ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How is everybody doing? Firstly, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all the birthday messages that I got. It was overwhelming. There was hundreds on YouTube, in the Hermit's Cave Facebook group, personal messages, Instagram. Just thank you. I really appreciated it and needed it, because you know it's not been the nicest of birthdays with feeling under the weather, but it was still lovely with the things that I was able to do. So yeah, thank you for that. You will have seen over the weekend I received a couple of packages from Cheryl at Oneness Emporium, and there was 2 decks. And the first one was the Cozy Witch, which I showed on, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday before I did the couple of catch-up cards. And then there was this one, which is the Enchanted Förhäxa Tarot by MJ Cullinane. And I had seen this one. I hadn't added it to a wish list or anything like that. It was an independently produced deck originally, I believe, but I hadn't added it. So it was a really nice surprise when it came, because I don't know if it's a deck that I would have bought, just because, you know, I've got quite a few animal decks, but from the cards that I'd seen, I knew it was a beautiful deck. So to get it sent to me for the purpose of review was quite a surprise, and I'm quite excited to dive in. So on the back it says, "Get lost in the land of the fairies to find your magic." From the creator of Crow Tarot, which I do have, by the way. This 78 card tarot deck and guidebook invites you to step through a portal into the mystical world of Förhäxa, named for the Swedish word meaning to enchant. Inspired by Norse folk tales and fairy lore, the earthy, richly detailed illustrations bring the fairies, mermaids, heroes and villains to this deck to life. I completely got this mixed up. I thought this was an animal-based deck. The traditional tarot suits are replaced with fire, water, air and earth, grounding the power of the deck not in man-made items, but in the foundational elements of nature. And you would have, you know, you've heard me mention before, I don't like the changing up of suits just for the sake of it, to fit a kind of a theme. However, I never mind if the suits are changed to their elements, because that's how my brain works anyway. If I pull the Pentacles, I automatically think, the Earth suit. And the same with all the others. So having the suits as fire, water, air and earth. I think if I was ever to create a tarot deck, I'd probably do that myself, because that's, you know, it's what it is. So I just don't like it when it's things like quills or feathers. And I mean, I get it, feathers, you know, air, but yeah, that's just me. And I never used to mind it so much, but the older I get, the more intolerant I become. Okay, so it's a deck by Hay House, and Cheryl at Oneness Emporium is a stockist for Hay House, as well as all the other big publishing companies. On the inside, it's beautifully packaged. It says, "A wild and magical realm hidden deep in the forest, where shadows mingle with sunlight, fairies flutter and mermaids swim." Doesn't that sound like an idyllic place? Just gonna have a sup of my my tea. Oh, beautiful. I've got some chai, spiced chai with some oat milk. It's really nice. So we've got a little book. It's not the thickest of books, but it looks like it's adequate enough for card meanings and things. No images, just text. Questions from the Major Arcana. That's quite novel. We've got spreads. We've got yes and no cards. Yes, no and maybe cards, actually. That's quite nice. And I know different people will have different interpretations of what a card is, you know, if it's a yes or a no or a maybe. But it's nice to have a little guidebook with that in. And then, yeah, it looks like you get a page and a half of information about the cards. So, nice little book. The cards look like they're an oracle size. This is the inside of the box. So, beautifully packaged. I don't know why I thought this was an animal deck. Maybe there's another one by MJ Cullinane. I know there's Crow Tarot, but other than that. Yeah, so it feels like it's kind of an oracle size deck. This is a standard tarot card, and you can see it's taller and quite a bit wider. So they are large. I would probably say these are the size of Shimmering Veil. Let's have a look, because I've got that to hand. So we'll look at Shimmering Veil. If anybody has got this, then that's helpful. If not, it's not. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, but you know, a hair bigger than Shimmering Veil. So that gives you an idea of the size of the cards. These are the backs, which are beautiful. I'm going to bring the camera down actually, because I can't see what you're seeing at the minute. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. It's not edged, but it is a thick deck. This is really thick cardstock. That could put a few people off. It doesn't me. I like thick cardstock as long as it's flexible and it doesn't bend. You know, sometimes it can be thick and cardboardy and you bend them and then that's it. This is quite flexible. It is matte. It's got a matte finish, as you can see. It's got a very nice silky matte finish. And as I said, these are the backs, which are fully reversible. Artwork is beautiful. So let's have a look at these images then. It looks like there's going to be a fair bit going on in the cards, so it might be one of those decks that you really kind of sit with. But we've got this beautiful fairy creature here, and looks like a robin redbreast. We've got these worker bees, so beautiful. She's holding a flower. Here's the magician. Wow, what a powerful image. This snake wrapped all the way around her. We've got this beautiful flower. You can see the bulbs under the ground. This pentacle here, so we've got the elements represented, the wand, the sword, the pentacle and the cup. High priestess. She's beautiful, look at her red wings. We've got the moon phases here across the bottom. It's like she's pouring some sort of fiery liquid. The Empress is gorgeous. So this is the cover of the box and the book. Got the two hares here. She's pregnant. Beautiful. Okay, so instead of an emperor, we do have an empress, but instead of an emperor, we have the Council of Monarchs, which is interesting. And they each are holding a representation of the elements. So earth, water, air, and fire. I want to see what let's have a look what you get in the book. So here we have the Council of Monarchs. To create balance as well as accountability, the Council of Monarchs was formed. The Empress provides all the love and nourishment of any living creature could desire, the Council of Monarchs is there to establish stability. If there should so happen to be conflict in the land that cannot be easily remedied through other means, it is brought before the Council of Monarchs to decide. The council consists of 4 equally powerful entities representing the 4 elements, fire, water, air, and earth, who bring an uncontested authority to the situation. They are there to ensure that the laws of Förhäxa are upheld without bias. In human terms, if the Empress is the divine feminine energy, the Council of Monarchs combined represent the divine masculine. There's a lot more. It goes on to say the Council of Monarchs, the facts of how they relate to the law of the land are what matters most, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I like that. The book does go into detail about the cards and the scenes that are represented therein. Beautiful Hierophant. Look at that. Oh, the artwork in this deck is stunning. Why wasn't this on my list? I think I just thought it was an animal deck. And I haven't got anything against animal decks. I've got numerous. I just don't know if I need another animal deck, if that makes sense. The Chariot. Beautiful. Look at all that fire. It certainly feels otherworldly. We have the Strength card with the dragon. The Hermit. Hay House are really bringing out some beautiful and high quality decks at the moment. Certainly in the last couple of years. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at this for a Justice card. Look at the 2 different doorways. Wow. She's blindfolded, which we often see in the Justice card. Hanged Man. Oh wow, look at the Death card. I've never seen Death card. The Death figure have such a beautiful enigmatic face. Love the black roses. The wings are almost moth-like. We have Temperance here. The Devil. So the only card that's changed so far is the Council of Monarchs from the Emperor. Look at that. Wow, look at that. At first I thought perhaps that wasn't the Devil card, but it is the Devil card. Wow, the destruction of the land here. The trees falling, and it's like, you know, there's water rising like tidal waves, and then fire, and Star card is beautiful, as is the Moon. Wow. Look at that. So she's been pierced by these arrows and her spirit is leaving the body. The World. And then that's the Majors. So we're then having our fire suit, the Ace of Fire. Interesting, we've got these crows in the fire suit, or ravens. I think they're crows, looking at their beaks. So colourful, this deck as well. It's beautiful. Look how rich these yellows are, and these sunflowers. bow and arrow of fire. Beautiful page. I love how the figures all have this silvery blue skin tone. Lots of serpents in the courts here. Oh, okay, so we don't have a king. That's something else that's changed. We do have a page and a knight, but we have the elder in place of the king. And then we have our water element suit. Beautiful here with a rainbow effect. Oh, love the clasped hands. Mermaid. It's like there's mermaids all through, as you'd imagine in the water suit. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful deck. Look at her in her shell. Oh, she's got a sitar. Does have a kind of Eastern Hindu kind of vibe to it. The court's in the water suit. And then we have our air. Oh wow, that's a powerful image. Oh, is that the, it is, isn't it? It's the Council of Monarchs, again, appearing. Ugh. She's all bound up by webs. I mean, it's a brilliant interpretation of the Eight of Swords, isn't it? What we would know as the Eight of Swords. But it's all this silky kind of spider's web. The 9 and the 10, wow. Looks like she's nailed to the tree. See the blood and, oh, the bloody handprint there at the top. I mean, MJ Cullinane, I'm assuming, as well as doing the book, is the artist as well, but certainly incredibly talented artist. Our final suit is the earth suit. Lots of green, earthy colours here. It's beautiful. Look at this fox. Stunning. And the crow, little fairy balancing on the fox's nose. Love the contrast here. Beautiful. Wow, what a stunning deck. The Enchanted Förhäxa Tarot by MJ Cullinane. I didn't know what to expect at all. As I said, always just thought it was an animal deck. And I got my fill really of animal decks, but this is a wonderful surprise. So I'm so grateful to Cheryl for sending it me, because I didn't know what to expect, but it's blown me away. It's absolutely gorgeous. The artwork is just stunning in this deck. I can see why it was picked up for mass market release. Let me know what you think. I would imagine, you know, I'm late to the party on this. It's been out a while, and it was an indie deck first, but let me know how you work with it and what you think. I will be back later, or maybe tomorrow, if not later in the week, because I've got a few things to show. I've got a couple of bits and bobs for my birthday that I wanted to show, and I've got a deck that Sandra sent, which is the Weird of Sarah Howard. So I've not opened it yet because I wanted to do a walkthrough of that, and I've got some pouches from Kelly, and yeah, so I just thought I'll come on in the week and show them as well. But thank you for watching, everyone, and until next time, go in peace, namaste, and blessed be.